So let's begin the eye dissection. Now if you'll notice that really just this front part is the eye. They've left a lot of the muscle and the tissue behind the eye. So just really this front part is the eye. You can see that this is the window of the eye. It should be clear, but the preservative made it cloudy. That is the cornea. Behind it is going to be the anterior chamber filled with aqueous humor. When we get inside, we'll also be able to see the colored portion of the eye, which is the iris, and the hole, which is the pupil. Now the white of the eye, that is the sclera, and this is what we're going to cut through. We're going to make an incision right about here. We've dropped back from the cornea a little bit. We're going to make an incision. This is a ball that's filled with a jelly-like mass called vitreous humor. Humor means fluid. And so if we don't have on protective eyewear, we could actually squirt ourselves when we break through the cornea, or break through the sclera, I'm sorry. So here I go. I'm going to break through. Very tough. So I'm through. And now I'm going to pull my scissors back so I'm barely under the surface. And I'm going to cut, pulling my scissors upward as I cut because I don't want to damage anything underneath. And I'm going to cut this front part right off. So I've gone all the way around. And now I'm going to lift this off. Now what you're seeing is that jelly mass, and actually part of my retina came with it. That jelly mass, that's the vitreous humor, that actually keeps the ball inflated like the air inside of a basketball. Vitreous humor. So that jelly mass is vitreous humor. Now I can see I'm looking into the back of my lens right there. And that black circle that goes around, that is my ciliary muscle. Let me kind of turn it inside out. So this is the ciliary muscle. It's going to hold the lens in place. The hole is the pupil, and right around the hole is the iris. So you have the pupil, the iris, and then the ciliary muscle or body. Let me see if I can zoom in on that so you can see the ridges or striations so that you know that that is indeed a muscle. So this would be the ciliary muscle or body. Then this inside, that is the iris, and the hole is the pupil. And what protects the front of the eye? The cornea. So again, this is vitreous humor that filled up the posterior of the eye. And this is the lens that came out. Usually it's clear, but the preservative has made it cloudy and not flexible. The iris usually sits right there so that those ciliary muscles can pull on the lens to change its shape, so to focus light on the back wall. So let's look into the inside of our eye. Do you see this nice creamy layer that kind of let go? That creamy layer is my retina. Very, very delicate tissue. Do you see how it kind of spirals down to this point right here? That's where all the nerves are connected, and it's not going to let go from that spot. That is the blind spot. So this nice, creamy, delicate layer is the retina. If I pull this back, do you see that it's black underneath, but iridescent? That helps to reflect light in animals that have to see at night. Humans don't have that iridescent. Humans just have the black. And then the white outer layer is the sclera. So sclera, the middle layer that's colorful is a choroid coat, and this creamy is the retina. Where it comes down to one point, that is the beginning of the optic nerve or the blind spot. Even with all of this material and tissue on the back, I still should be able to find where my optic nerve comes out. Nothing else looks like nerve material. Do you see that right there? That is the optic nerve that is going to cross at the optic chiasma and then go to the centers of the brain for sight. And that is the dissection of the eye.